Hello, my name is Pim van der Veen. I'm a second year art and technology student and this is the Genre Spotter, an iOS application I made for the project Creative Technologies. I used Swift 4 and visual recognition software to develop this. The Genre Spotter tells you what music you like based on what clothing you wear. Here's how it works. You choose to make or upload a picture of yourself or someone else. The app will then predict what music you like. I started developing a Hello World application in Swift 4 to get to know the software. I made a layout of the application and added all the objects I needed. You can add those by dragging and dropping. To give those objects a function, I linked it to the view controller. This is where the code is. I could link those by control, click and drag the object to a line in the code. After some coding, I finished the Hello World application. For the Genre Spotter, I started with adding buttons for making and uploading a picture. I gave those buttons a background image that is resizable. You can do this by slicing it. Next to slicing, I had to add constraints to all the objects. Constraints are used to give the objects a position. You have to do this, otherwise the code does not know where to put it, even when the layout shows something else. After the buttons were placed, I needed to give them the functions of making a picture and uploading a picture. First, I added an image view object where the pictures will be displayed. For the functions to work, I need access to the photo library and the camera of the devices. I added two delegates for this to work. Delegates are Apple-created code with functions that helps the developers, so they need less code. I added additional code for the Upload Picture button to link this to the library. I also added functions to be able to choose a picture and use it, to cancel and go back, and to disable the function of editing the picture. I did almost the same for the Making a Picture button with some changes. Apple wants you as a developer to set security to the app that wants to make use of Apple applications. This is to ask permission for using the Apple apps. It is now time to add the visual recognition. I chose to use Apple's own Core ML vision with the Inception V3 model. A model is the result of applying a machine learning algorithm to a set of training data. I added import Core ML in the code to be able to use it. I found out that this model can only display images of 299 by 299. I did not want this because it influenced the predictions. So I tried to fix it with redrawn images, with pixel buffer and with the scale aspect fit function, but found out that this was not helping. It was not the biggest problem because I needed to make my own image classifier to be able to show only the things I want, in this case the genres. To make this image classifier, I researched for a lot of ways to do it. During this research I found Microsoft's custom vision. I needed a lot of different photos for the specific genres to be able to train the classifier. I used the Google Chrome application together with Google Images to download all the pictures of the Google image search. The next step in custom vision was to upload the images. Here I pressed Add Images, Browse Local Files and give the badge a tag. This tag is what will show up in the prediction. I did this for multiple genres. After that I needed to train the classifier. Once that was done, I had to add two more Swift files. One for predicting and giving the result, and one for the service, where I added the prediction URL and the prediction key. Those are used as API to get the data from the custom vision. After creating these files, I needed to add the functions to the main code. This enables you to use the pictures you want and to give the label text the function to change to the prediction. Once the image classifier was done, I made a landscape mode and a launch screen. For the landscape, I had to change the orientation to landscape mode and vary for traits. Vary for traits gives you the ability to change the layout of landscape without changing it for portrait mode. For the launch screen, there is a pre-made file. I gave it the layout I wanted. For Swift to know it needs to use the launch screen, I had to select this file in the General tab. During this project I came across some errors and other problems. I made an entire development step to understand and learn the best way to debug those. I enjoyed working on this application and I am happy with the result. Thanks for watching.